Hello, hello, beautiful person who is watching this. I am going to be trying to finish the song I started this week. And I'm just mixing today and finishing, kind of cleaning up what I recorded before. And hopefully this is interesting to somebody. Great, my stream is working. So maybe I'll share just a little bit of my point of view around mixing things. I don't think this is going to be the most entertaining, but I don't care. So I'm just going to get into it, and this is going to be a lot of me just editing things. I'm going to try to put out a video later this week of the finished song and the whole process of making it, and try to make it more of a series. I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm just adjusting some things. Okay. I'm going to say hello in the chat box for anyone who feels like it. And just get in to this puppy. Okay. It's gonna glitch. So I'm gonna clean up this section. I added some little bloopies up top. So the reason it's glitching so much is I have a lot of plugins running, especially these isotope ones, and they just take a lot of computing power plus streaming. Maybe I'll have to just stream on separate computer. That's the actual answer. But let's just work. Let's just get into it. And, if you're interested in this at all, maybe this is interesting. So the first thing I'm hearing, I want to try to get, add this shakers thing going on. I just want to get a good pattern going. If it plays. So I don't know if you hear that. I'll solo it so you can hear what I'm listening to. In the sticks part that I recorded, it has this. So the first couple times just have a little more groove to them. And I'm trying to just hear what's going on so I can keep that going. You hear the da 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 da. So I'm just trying to find where that extra note is because I like it. Because that's exactly the same, so it's got to be in a different part. Probably in, I'll find it. The glitching is killing me. So I'm going to try to get all those guitars in phase, and you can hear a little out of phase because if I switch it to mono, see this little plugin, I'll drag it in the window, this little guy. Now the mix should be, I'm going to go to 100%. Okay, now it's in mono. So now, it's a little thinner sounding. So I gotta fix that. And again, the glitches are happening because I'm streaming while mixing and it's just too much processing for my computer, and we're gonna live with it. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to just start getting into the layers of this lead part because there's like 20. Play it. Oh, please play. There we go. Okay, it played for 12 seconds. Anyway. So here's all the guitars, which should be pretty in phase. This isn't going to be the most entertaining, but if you've mixed music before, I'm saying things that are interesting. It's just glitching like crazy. Yeah, it's not even playing. So I got those in phase before. And now let me find the actual like flute thing I was doing, that which looks like these two layers right here. So I'll have to print those. Let's listen. Okay, so I'm going to print those layers. If I move this over, can you see what I'm doing more? Yes, but then I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, anyway. Let's print these. Render in place. It's one event. Yeah. When this is finished, I'm going to do like a premiere thing. I wanted to do it today, but oh my gosh, is it hard to get all this finished in a week. So I'm going to premiere the song as soon as it's finished, do a little dancing Eggman, video with it, and I'll cut all the streams together into a video and have a little making of process. And we'll see if I can find a story within that, a little inside YouTube. If there's no like hook and story and payoff at the end, no one's ever gonna watch it. So I have to kind of figure out if there's anything like that in these videos. And then the next stream, I think there'll be much more of a story, so it's a better video in the end. Okay, so that first one printed, and we'll do the second one after I mute that. Okay, edit, render in place, render settings, all this stuff, render. Yeah. A lot of the comments I've gotten on videos, one video, people ask me what I record music in, and the answer is Cubase. If you're, it's the hardest one to use, but I like it. Just waiting while it renders. I used Logic for many years, and I could never get a song finished. It was like, it had so many little things that were just difficult. So Cubase is, in the end, it's a lot easier. Okay, so that's printed. And let me mute this. And I'm going to check that I didn't use this track anywhere else. Oh, I did. Okay, so let's print the ending of the song as well. I have that over here. This is like the 80% of what recording a song looks like. the other couple streams where I was jamming is like 20% of it, maybe. And I've spent a lot of hours kind of putting it together after that. I know a lot of people who have talked to me about recording music. I think the common biggest struggle I find is people just have a hard time finishing songs. That's something a lot of friends have said to me who like to write music. And I empathize with that, and it took me a long time to actually like finish every song that I start. But now I try to be much more disciplined about just actually getting things done. But all this boring stuff I'm doing right now, this is the actual work of it. Because you can have an idea and it's like, oh, this seems kind of cool, but a lot of it is like really going through it and just like doing all this really frustrating editing stuff. Okay, so now those are printed. The reason I print to audio is because when you're dealing with MIDI, you're really limited in what you can do. Versus an audio file, you can actually like mix it and, manipulate it however you want. Okay, so I'm moving the printed tracks over to a printed folder. This is going to feel like a mixing tutorial, a very slow mixing tutorial. So if you're interested in mixing music, here you go. Okay, let me just drag these down to their respective tracks. And delete the blank tracks because I don't need those anymore. Goodbye. Did I delete the right one? I always have paranoia. Yes, okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. And then this looks like a blank track as well. Goodbye. Okay, so now I have these lead parts. Let me drag them up to underneath where the guitar leads are. And I'll make a folder out of these. Oh man. Oh, my computer's lagging. This never happens. There must be something. Yeah, it's just freezing. There's got to be something going on related to streaming that's causing that. Okay. Move selected tracks, new folder. Say violin lead. And then, okay. Double check we're still in mono. Yep. Great. I want it to play back and it's glitching out. So right now I'm hearing mostly the guitar, so let me solo this violin stuff. Yeah, my computer's just freezing every time. Okay. So I just have the lead part soloed out. It's glitching. How do I fix this? Maybe if I freeze, how do I freeze plugins? Because that could help. If I freeze tracks, maybe that'll do it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find everything with a lot of processing. I'm going to freeze it. It's going to be great. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Very frustrating. Man, this is... I think what I have to do realistically, I'm just going to start streaming out of my laptop and just run like an HDMI cable from my music computer into it so that everything actually works in the future. Because right now, I just don't think it can do both. But it's just freezing. The only other thing I can do is like print everything out, but that's going to take about 2 hours. So maybe... Okay, so... Whoa, stream. Yeah, I'm trying to mix on the live stream, but it's very hard to make it entertaining. And there's a lot of glitches just because I'm streaming and my computer is not happy about it because the mixing software I use, I'm just, pushing it as far as it possibly can go. But, we're going to try. We're going to try our best. Oh, it's just not playing back. It's just glitches. Oh, thanks for watching the sampled boss video. I'm going to try to make more cool music videos. Thank you. I'm going to try to make more cool music videos like that. I think that's what people have enjoyed that I've put out. So I'm also just trying, maybe there's something interesting to streaming the actual music production process for people who care about that kind of thing. It's just very technical. So once I figure out all the tech stuff, I think it'll be entertaining. Right now, it's just very hard, but we're going to try to get there. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, I just can't get my computer to play back while streaming. It worked the last couple times, but for mixing, it's just not going to work. Oh, thanks. It's Cubase. I use Cubase. Yeah. I've seen some people comment about, I think FL Studio is really popular. I think people have asked me if I use that. I've used Cubase and Logic, and Cubase is much, much better. Logic I always was very frustrated with, but yeah, Cubase. They all this production software, it's all so expensive now. Yeah, I guess you could pirate things. I paid for it. But yeah, if you're gonna learn one, I would say either go with Pro Tools or Cubase, because I just think they're the most capable of anything, and they're both the hardest ones to learn. But it's like you're learning something that you're going to be using for years, so that first month of trying to learn how to use it isn't a big deal. And the whole picture of it, things like FL Studio and Logic and stuff, it's you're kind of going to have to end up, well, people have careers on those, so maybe you can do that forever, but I just feel like I was always limited using other stuff. So just learn. I mean, in the end, it's about the songwriting. It's not about the tech. But, you're just learning tools to use. Okay. This was mixing. My software was running perfectly before I started the stream. And then the stream just killed it. I'm not sure there's much I can do to fix it. Yeah, it's just going to glitch out every 2 seconds. Okay, I think I'm going to give up on this for now. But thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try to fix this and come back and stream again. I just have to learn more about why it's happening. So, okay. Thanks for trying this with me. I'll come back when I get all the stuff working at the same time. Thanks, guys. See you later.